Ah, here we are. Hello, hello. Hold on a sec here. Wait, wrong one. There we go. Yeah. Woo. Why is my camera so... every time. Okay, trying to adjust my camera here. iPhone, please do your job. You have one job. It's to make me look pretty. Alright, now I look like I'm falling asleep. Alright. Okay. Alright. Yeah. Woo. Alright, hello everybody. I'm live. Yeah. Woo. It's crazy. I know. Let's see here. I think everything looks okay. YouTube be YouTubing. And Twitch be twitching. So I think we're doing okay. Yeah, I think everything looks okay now. I think it's okay now. Alright. Okay. Yeah. Well, there was one thing I forgot to do. I got to toggle on my cool setting. How cool is it? This cool. There we go. Yeah. Really does change a lot, doesn't it? Alright. Anyway. So, where were we? Yes, we were starting the stream. Yeah. Battlefield 6 beta thing came out. I got the early access very early this morning, but I was sleeping. So, yeah. It didn't really work out too well. I did get to play about an hour or two before work though. And I'm absolutely terrible at it. I have not played Battlefield in a very long time. And yeah, but I had fun. I always have fun with Battlefield because I get to feel like I'm actually part of a battle, and not just like a deathmatch. So it's a lot more interesting that way, to play. But yeah, other than that, really not anything too exciting going on today. We're going to play some Battlefield 6 if my PC will let me. We're about to find out, actually. Can I have two different streams up and run Battlefield 6 and the VTuber model and everything and not have it run like crap? I'm not sure, but I know the Battlefield 6 seems pretty well optimized, so we might be able to get away with maybe lowering some settings and then not having everything catch on fire, which would be great. Outside of that, so there really wasn't any major news in the internet. Nothing really for gaming or anything like that. Pretty quiet time. There was a few things. Digital Foundry goes independent, was no longer partnered with IGN, which, is good. IGN is not really the best, company, so, I just don't really consider IGN a very good news source these days. Let's see here. Speculation that the PlayStation Store on PS3 might finally be down. I will give Sony kudos for keeping it limping along for as long as it has, but at some point, yeah, they're gonna cut it. And yeah, they were gonna do that with the Vita a while back, but never did. Let's see here. Wow, that didn't take long. I started talking, and Seriebot already banned the first spammer from the stream. Yay! Good job, Seriebot. Good job. Good job. You deserve applause. All right. Let's see here. UFO 50 is releasing on the Switch today. I still need to play that. I haven't played that yet. Sony Senior Vice President. We are looking to expand past just making games and into other entertainment avenues. That's just code for we think we can get more money out of other stuff. We're not going to put all our eggs in one basket. It's all typical corporate speak. Heretic and Hexen Enhance, a free upgrade if you already have the copies, by Night Dive Studios released today. That's awesome, actually. Looks like you get all the DLC, in-game mod support. Enhanced soundtrack. That's pretty slick, actually. Heretic and Hexen, I played them a bunch in the 90s, but like, I weirdly don't remember much about it. I even had Hexen 64 for the Nintendo 64, which was a fun port, but yeah, I don't really remember as much about it. Let's see here. AMD is touting their chips. Yeah. The current rumor for the PlayStation 6 is that it's looking to be like around a 9070 or a 5080. Like, come on, man. We need more affordable consoles. Like, how much in theory could a 9070 or 5080 next gen console be in like, say, 4 years? You know, like, let's be realistic here. That is entirely too expensive. That is just entirely, it's going to be entirely, especially with all the tariffs and all the economic crap that's been happening. Like, let's be realistic here. That's not feasible. Like, they really need to just ride out this generation. I mean, Xbox, maybe they may not feel like they don't have a choice, but like, certainly Sony can kind of rest on the PlayStation 5 for quite a few more years before, you know, like how much more power do you really need for games? Like, there's been genuinely, I'm genuinely speaking here, has been very little actually for games in terms of like what modern hardware can do better than the previous generation. Like, I'm not saying that like Hellblade 2, beautiful, gorgeous game, would really not be possible on like an older hardware without some pretty dramatic cutbacks. You know, games like that, obviously, yeah, sure, duh. But like the vast majority of games you're playing, they just don't require the horsepower of a next gen. You just don't need a PS6 right now. I don't think you're going to need one in 4 to 5 years. You know, games that look like they came onto the PlayStation 4 still look good. You know, they still look good. I mean, the Switch definitely started feeling old, but the Switch is like a Wii U, but with like a little bit more power because of the more modern architecture. You know, so like, it's not really that crazy, you know, especially, I mean, the Switch is especially been around for almost a decade now too. So, you know, getting along in the tooth for sure. But the Switch 2 is basically a PS4 Pro, maybe even a little better in some ways. So it's like, you know, it just, you can, I mean, look at all the games Nintendo makes. They look absolutely awesome. You know, on their consoles. You know, if you can make a game like, you know, Donkey Kong Bonanza, you know, and it looks beautiful, or Mario Kart World, like, what are we doing here, right? Like, you don't need absolutely crazy realistic looking graphics. You can get away with like cheating. You know, I want to see advancements in gaming when it comes to stuff like artificial intelligence, and not AI, like generative AI. I'm talking like, I want NPCs that are a little bit smarter, you know, that help kind of like, you know, shape things like dialogue trees, make the conversations feel more natural, or, you know, like, you know, fight against, you know, like Fear. Everybody loves the AI in Fear. Fear's AI isn't actually very good. It's very well scripted. It's designed to make you think that it actually does have realistic AI in it. You know, so it's a really good trick. But it would be kind of cool to have AI that like is adaptive, you know, learns your tactics, you specifically the player, so that the game feels more tailored to you. That would be pretty cool. So, I mean, there's definitely ways you could like use the extra horsepower of game consoles beyond just graphics. And I know graphics, they sell because they're the most tangible thing, but like, let's be honest here. Like, you don't need to make games look better. They already look pretty damn good. You know, so that I don't feel like the extra horsepower of the next gen, you know, is really worth the budget and time that it's going to take to make a game that looks super duper realistic. It's just, and I don't feel like that time is going to be well spent when you could be creating more immersive worlds, you know, or just better AI or better loading screens, or just any number of things. So yeah, I just feel like it's way too soon for the generation to end. And I know PS5 came out during COVID, but like that's kind of the point, right? Is like PS5 that this generation has taken a while to get going, and you're just now getting titles on the PS6 or sorry PS5 that like look genuinely good, and also look properly next generation. So yeah, I just don't see it. I don't buy these rumors. I don't think these rumors are pretty accurate. Mina the Hollower Switch 2 version announced. Switch 1 and 2 demo is available until 8/21. We played that on the stream. I wasn't a fan. I'm not gonna lie. I was not a fan. To be honest, I was a little concerned about the design of the game. I was looking at it and just kind of going, yeah, it's Link's Awakening with a lot of Castlevania influences, but I don't feel like it's Castlevania so much as Dark Souls. I feel like it's the Link's Awakening like setup with the overhead, and it's cutesy, and some of the graphics look very Link's Awakening-ish, but like it's Dark Souls. And I don't feel like the Castlevania influence is very well done. And honestly, I just found the whole experience very frustrating. Maybe I should try the demo on the Switch, but I'm willing to guess that the Switch demo is basically the same thing that the PC had during the Steam Next Fest. So yeah, it really diminished my hype for the game. But that said, I mean, like, Shovel Knight went through a lot of changes over the years, and is the better game for it. And I liked Shovel Knight when it came out, but like, they continued to work on the game and refine it, make it better. So I think Mina the Hollower has that opportunity. They're definitely putting a lot into it, but like, yeah, I just feel like, I just feel like if you're gonna cross Link's Awakening with Zelda, it should be its most purest forms, and I feel like there's just too much junk in Mina the Hollower. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe the demo just wasn't a good taste of the game for me. So I'm still interested in it. I'm probably still gonna pick it up. But yeah, I'm kind of at that point where like my hype kind of got killed a little bit because of how the demo was. But I mean, that's the risk you take with demos, is that some people who were interested in the game may not be so hot on it, and others might actually find themselves even more interested in it. So yeah, I don't really feel like I don't really feel like there's anything else for news. Oh yeah, there was one more thing. The My Mario thing. So let's see here. Oh, this is actually a pretty good breakdown. Here, we'll look at the Japanese. Yeah, we'll do the Japanese thing here. So let's see here. Yeah. Right here. So I'm gonna take my VTuber model and kind of squeeze myself out of the way here. All right. So this is My Mario, a series of Mario themed products to be released from August 26, 2025. So this is for young kids, like young kids, as you can see from the pictures. And mostly these products are going to be Japan only, which is fine. I can't imagine too many kids in Boston are interested in Japanese Mario. But there's some pretty cool stuff here. Like, I like the woodblock set. Mario characters painted on wood blocks. It looks pretty fun. The pieces are all made in sizes and weights that are easy for young children to hold and play with. Each character block can also be used as an amiibo figure of the relevant character in compatible games, which is pretty darn cool. That they double as amiibos. I really like that. So let's see, 19,980 yen. What is that currently? $135. So you're getting a collector's item, but you're also getting, 30 pieces. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. You get the board book, and that's basically just like a book where you pull a page or something, and yeah. Simply Rickson. Have you seen that there were working cheats for BF6 as soon as the beta launched? Yeah, yeah, and I'm not surprised. I am not surprised. Kernel anti-cheat is never going to be 100% cure. But I mean, part of the beta thing is also that it's going to help developers figure it out a little better. So hopefully the cheating won't be as bad, but I mean, I kind of look at it like the approach with like theft, where you're not going to stop a thief that's like super duper dedicated to, you know, stealing from you, but you are going to cut down the amount of people who will do it as an opportunity. You know, it'll make them think twice, and so they'll just move on to the next target because that target might look a little easier. You know, and I feel like anti-cheats kind of have to go that direction, where it's not going to stop the most dedicated cheater, but it might stop the people who kind of just do it casually, make them think a little bit more about it, and maybe move on to some other game if they really, really got to get that cheat itch out of their system. So that's hoping. I'm trying to be optimistic about it, but yeah, I mean, let's be realistic here. It's it's going to be some pretty rampant cheating. It's just, you can't help it. I just hope it doesn't get to the point with like COD where the cheating is so bad that like you just can't enjoy online unless you're, you know, grouped with a bunch of friends. Let's see here. Oh yeah, this one. This is the one that's kind of making the rounds on the internet. It's just an app with Mario's face. You get to stretch it and squash it and stuff like that. It's free, which is pretty cool, and it'll be on the Switch. But it's basically Mario 64's face thing, but like with that. Stop motion short videos, which is kind of cool. These videos are planned to be released on the My Mario official website and other channels. This reminds me of the Nintendo 3DS, where they used to have the little videos from Nintendo. I think it was called Nintendo Video, actually. Yeah, I kind of wish some of those videos would be released somewhere else. They were fun to watch. And then, of course, obviously some other products and toys and stuff with the My Mario thing. So this is pretty interesting. It's been kind of weird to see Nintendo branching out to all of these different like product ideas. I mean, it's cool. You know, it's not always my cup of tea, but some of the stuff is just kind of neat from the novelty aspect of it, if not actual interest. Like, I think that Game Boy Lego set, pretty cool. But, I mean, I don't know if I want to spend $60 on a Lego that's just going to sit on a shelf. So, yeah, we'll see how this works out. But yeah. So that was kind of really the only major news outside of that. Let's see, we'll close that out. And, yeah. I think we're going to get fired up on the Battlefield and get that out of the way. You know, get a couple hours in. So, let's see here. I don't actually know where to move the model, so we're gonna put me right in the middle of the page here. And fire up the open beta. Pause the music here, because it's Battlefield time. Maybe. It does take a minute to load. It's not right. It's not right. All right, but in true fashion here. Let's see here. It's controller time. Let's see. I'm going to move myself down into the corner here. There we go. Battlefield being all battlefieldy. Oh, wow. That dropped me right into the game right away. All right. Game video. Battlefields. Boom. All right. So, Well, those are some Digigame graphics. Yeah. Let's see here. King of the Hill. Small scale battles, infantry only, objective based 10 minutes. What else we got? Conquest, cold. These weren't here earlier. These must have gotten added. Domination. Small scale battles, infantry only. I don't remember seeing King of the Hill. That one looks like it could be kind of interesting. Doesn't tell you the size of the match, but let's give it a shot. What's the worst that could happen, right? We're gonna swap over to. I wonder if I can get controller. Buttons. Ah, damn it. I'll have to fix that real quick. Okay. Controller. Edit settings.
Hostile forces are winning the fight. Let's strike back.
I'm gonna guess there's no way for me to do this up. Alright, let's back up. We gotta play a game. Okay. So... Well, that was stupid.
Hostiles have the objective.
Just seeing what the buttons do here.
OBJ is active.
Well, I got him, I think. It's hard to tell. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum. Come on. Oh, that was disappointing. Alright. Controller's not working right now. I'm just going to swap over, so sorry if it gets all clicky-clacky.
Enemy forces have secured the objective. We have the objective. The enemy is close to victory. I need everyone on the offensive.
Oh, I thought it was that guy. I ran right into him. I thought it was our guy.
Get ready to engage.
Where did you come from?
Hostiles have taken the objective.
I mean, I did kind of jump into game right at the end there, so... Yeah. What was that? LOL. Yeah, whatever. exit the game. I want out. Quit the menu. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the smaller scale challenges in Battlefield. I like the big maps. That's my thing with Battlefield. Like I don't know. Everybody always loves like the team deathmatch and all that kind of stuff. I mean, death matches are fun, but like I just like the large scale PvP stuff a lot more than the small scale stuff. Part of it's because I'm just not that good at some of these games, but the other part of it is really just that like I like the craziness that happens, the mayhem. Why are we getting weird loading with flickering? Are we stuck? Bueller? Bueller? Alright, enough of that. Let's just restart it. Something went wrong, I think. Which happens. You know, it's not that big a deal. Well, getting into the game seems pretty easy once you get past this very lengthy splash screen of Battlefield 6 Open Beta. This is the part where they install the RIT kernel into the game and, you know, into your computer, and then they spy on you and see all your freaky porn habits and stuff. Is what I heard. I don't actually know. All right. All right, let me in. I love how that's just a rip on the Terminator. All right. Siege of Cairo. And we're back to this again. Are the servers down, I wonder? Hold on a sec. I don't want to give people epilepsy, so let me look at the Reddit here and see if people are having some issues. Interesting. So there's a loading glitch, it looks like. Alright. Yeah. So it's an issue with the game trying to load conquest maps, it looks like. Yep. I'm stuck in Battlefield 6 splash screen. It just glitches every 10 seconds. It always tries to load me into Siege. Left it for 30 minutes and did nothing to do it since last night. All right, so it's not just me. It's been an issue with the thing. Dang it! And I wanted to play that mode. All right. Well, we'll try another mode, chat, and we'll see what else is there. Yeah, there we go. I was so worried. Oh, great. In case you guys don't know what's happening here. Yep, it's cute. No! Alright. So we can't do that. What's breakthrough? Combine arms, attacker and defender rolls, 20 to 40 minutes. Oh, this one looks like it could be fun. Can we get into this one? Large scale battle. Could be good. As long as it's not a Cairo map. Whoop. Hey, look at that, it's loading. Yeah, baby. Aw, yeah. Alright. I don't care about the briefing. Fight on one side of the frontline battle for territory. Okay, so this is like a tug-of-war map then.
Front and center. Cover point.
Alright.
Be advised, enemy forces are dug in across multiple sectors. Break their defenses and secure all territory. Move out.
Alright. Let's shoot some things. Let's do this. Leroy!
Objective marked. We need you supporting the attack.
Damn it, I tried to power slide away. Whoa! Bro. I think I hit by a rocket. Dude, did I just roll?
All forces are hitting Alpha.
Ah. Damn it. Thought they'd be there. Bro. I need to change my loadout. You want to be a sniper? Fine. Dude, how am I all the way over here? Like, why am I here when I was over... That makes no sense. I was over by this rock over here. How did I get over here? Whatever. Yeah, there's just snipers on this map. Am I getting pushed? I'm trying to figure out, like, why I keep getting pushed that direction. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Damn, I don't see shit.
Lost over half our forces. Let's stay alert.
Bro! Alright, why am I... Suddenly unable to be prone. Alright, whatever. I sometimes forget that because I don't play like games like this all the time, there's a lot of people who are just way too fucking good at this game. Bro, what? I shot him in the fucking head. What the fuck? I shot him twice in the head. How does that work?
Our forces are hitting Alpha.
Alright, I'm changing off of this. This is not working. Apparently I'm under the level now. What the heck, man? Alright. Yeah. Okay, what?
Hostiles now hold objective Alpha.
Okay. I tried.
Cover.
Alright. Maybe I can, well, that's not happening. Yeah, whatever. We never even made it. You lost because you were all sniping? Uh-huh, yeah. No, the map's pretty shitty. Won't lie. There's really nowhere to push. I mean, you basically just have to go right through them. And we probably could have done better if we were better players, but I don't think that was going to happen. Like, every time I would try to move up a little bit, I would just get instantly mowed down by snipers or something. Like, there really wasn't a lot of ways you could flank them. And it didn't help that the other team was, like, immediately on your ass. So... ah, well. It's not that big a deal. See what the scoreboard was. Wow. This guy here, 33 kills. Damn. There's me way at the bottom. I did 8 times. 6 assists. Not too bad. 1 kill. I didn't even break 1,000 score. OG AI bot apparently did nothing. try this one. Alright, same deal? Okay. So we are...
Hostiles are moving in our sector. Guard your objectives and wear them down. Let's go.
I've spotted hostile heavy armor in our AO.
Okay, there is something weird happening. I'm getting, like, nudged by something invisible.
Be advised, Bravo is under attack.
We've lost objective Bravo. The enemy has secured Bravo.
Yeah. It's just fucking pincered.
Under attack.
Be advised, objective Alpha is in enemy hands.
We are targeting Alpha. We need to rally defense on the marked objective. Hostiles have secured Alpha.
They're just better players than we are.
We've secured Bravo.
Bro! What the fuck, man? Shotgun.
Enemy forces have taken a hit. Let's keep going.
Jesus, man.
Bravo.
man.
Hostiles have taken the sector. Get ready to defend your positions.
So I take it shotguns are the way to go here, huh? Jesus Christ.
Hostiles are inbound. Hold them here and defend the sector.
Why is my fucking stop walking at the speed of slow? Jesus.
We need to rally defense to the marked objective.
Bro, like, these are spawn campers. Yeah. That's just spawn camping behavior.
Be advised, Alpha is under attack.
Okay.
We are moving on objective Alpha.
Be advised, hostiles attacking Bravo. Our forces have neutralized Alpha.
We need defensive support on the marked objective.
Bro.
Enemy forces are taking a hit. Let's keep going.
I thought I was doing alright. Like, why are you here? Go there. Wow, I just saw him eat that. Alright, I need to... Let's see what I can do here. Why can't I equip this one? Okay, I can do that. Will not let me equip that one for some reason. Oh, there was a tank right there.
Move to attack the marked objective.
Yeah. It's all engineers. We got. Let's see. I did a little better. 5 kills that time. 15 deaths, but not as bad as some other people's. 6 assists. I don't know what the fuck that thing is. I don't think we're loading into the next game. Or maybe we are.
Confirming visual on multiple inbound attacks. Protect all sectors.
No, I want.
There's a hostile tank operating north of your current position.
There we go. There we go. Okay.
The enemy are attacking objective Alpha.
Right freaking behind me the whole time? No, it looked like he was in the building.
Hostile casualties are being reported.
Wow.
Major hostile casualties are confirmed. Maintain your attack.
That wasn't too bad.
Attention! Hostile attack confirmed on Alpha.
Hostile forces are almost fully depleted. We must stop.
I think that one went pretty good. But yeah, you can definitely see the difference in the map penetration. I would actually say that this map is much harder than the other one. Hey, look, it's the same people. Well, not quite the same, but... Ooh, ooh. Nice. Yeah, I don't see myself getting any of these challenges. It's alright. How's the scoreboard? Ooh, 6 kills, 4 deaths, 1 assist. Did a little bit better. Still on the low end of the map, but, you know, whatever. I don't know. It's an okay mode. I feel like these maps would benefit more from being a true tug of war. But I mean, I like the concept.
All units, we need to secure all hostile territory.
I still consider Conquest like the big battlefield mode though. You know, like
Attack support is needed on the marked objective.
bro.
Hostile
Where was that one from? No, I didn't see where that one was from.
They've secured objective Alpha.
Okay, so I think we can flank them there. Hmm. Whoa. Okay. Can't really go that way. Really, bro?
Alright, we are targeting objective Bravo. Hostiles attack confirmed on Alpha. Be advised, the enemy has captured Bravo.
Did I get him? I think I got him. Okay, that was pretty funny.
Attention, we need defensive support on the marked objective.
Huh? I mean, I'll take it.
Be advised, you're leaving the combat area.
I forgot about that. I did take him out. I'll take it. Alright.
Be advised, Alpha is under attack.
I need a medic! Need a medic!
Be advised, our forces are heavily depleted.
Eh. That requires me to tab out of the game and I'm having too much fun. But I suppose I could do that, I guess. There we go. I mean, there's so many people streaming this, I don't think it matters. But if it makes you happy.
Be advised, Alpha is under attack. We might not survive another attack. Find cover.
I mean, this game's lost. Damn it. Shoot, throw the damn thing. Ah! I need to rebind them, the freaking knife. I'm always stabbing shit. Bro. Ah! I'm just gonna wait it out. There it is. Alright, I gotta change this mode. I don't understand hitting somebody 10 times but dying immediately to 2 bullets. Yep, I agree. How did I do? 4 kills, 6 deaths, 5 assists. Eh. Nowhere near as good as this guy. Holy shit. 33 kills. Alright. Let's see if we can actually play a game of Conquest instead of this weird mode. Because Conquest is what I'd rather play. But last I checked, it was still bugged. I don't know why I play Engineer. Like, I should just change up my loadout. I don't feel like Engineer is as useful as it used to be. Recon, I feel like, suffers on a lot of these maps. Support's still pretty good. but I feel like I should change the loadout. A lot of hip fire. Not a lot of precision. Alright. Let's customize. Are there anything I can customize with? Nope. Bueller. I think the game froze. Oh, there we go. All right. All right. Let's see what happens. Assuming it doesn't just get stuck on loading again. No, I think it's gonna. Darn it. Yeah, it's got that bug. Ah, shoot. Close my chat box. There we go. All right. Yes, there's like a bug with Conquest where like it's not loading properly, and it's very frustrating. Yeah, somebody came into my chat earlier and said that there was already hackers in Battlefield. Oh, wow. Wow. Here. I'll show you guys what I'm looking at. There. Unbelievable. Well, that would explain why some players seem like they're just way better than everybody else right now. But, yeah. Alright. Well, that's a bummer. I kind of thought that all the kernel stuff was supposed to help with cheating, but apparently, no, it does not. Alright. What was the other one? Domination. Over one objective at a time. 10 minutes. Breakthrough was the sector by sector. Oh, we'll try this. See if this works. So maybe we can load the map. Hey! Alright, so just have to pick the class locked one, it looks like. I'll take it. Apparently it's already in progress.
I've spotted hostile heavy armor in our AO.
Come on!
Hit the turn!
Enemy forces have the upper hand. Let's regroup.
Took me long enough to reload. Jesus. You're getting the shoddy.
I'm tracking a hostile Vic in the AO.
And he's right behind me, isn't he?
Attack support needed on the marked objective.
Be advised, objective Charlie is in enemy hands.
I thought you guys had more control of that. Apparently not. I'll just go back to dying. What the fuck, man? That was a single tap shotgun blast from like 20 feet away.
Tracking objective Echo.
Sure, yeah.
Hostile forces are still ahead in the fight. Let's regroup. Defensive position needed on the marked objective.
go. I just want to do something. I get to where people are and I just instantly die. Fucking get a bitch.
Objective Charlie is being captured by hostiles. Objective Charlie is being captured by hostiles. Hostile attack launched on Delta. Attack support needed on the marked objective. Be advised, Objective Charlie has been captured by hostiles.
Damn it. I screwed myself out of that, didn't I?
The battle is still being controlled by the enemy. We're attacking Charlie.
What?
Objective Charlie's in enemy hands.
Wow. Yeah.
We have Bravo under attack.
Hold the objective! Enemies nearby!
Objective Bravo neutralized.
Be advised, Delta is under attack.
It's just like on each side. Eh.
We've begun our assault on Charlie.
Enemy attack confirmed at Echo.
Woo, rank up. What? What? I shot the guy. What the heck? Okay. Bro, we're losing this so badly.
The enemy is close to victory. I need everyone on the offensive.
Fuckers wanna fight? Let's get one.
We're attacking Charlie.
That was pretty fucking impressive. Bot you, of course.
Our forces are attacking objective.
Bro, come on, man.
Our forces are attacking objective Charlie.
Watch it down.
We've lost control of Delta.
Need immediate support. Grid marked. Hostile.
Wow. All right. I think this is telling me something. Yeah, I think this is telling me something. Cause I'm getting tilted. Ah, that's loud. Yeah. All right, so let's have a heart-to-heart. Because, yeah. So, two things. One, I never make a claim to be the best player in the world. But, that said, I'm pretty good at games. I am not really that good at these types of games though. Basically, I have the same problem a lot of people do, where it's like, I always feel like it takes me 9 million fucking shots to the person to be able to kill them. And then they turn around and one's got, one no scope 360 laser rifle, whatever, right through the eyes, like without even trying. And I spend more time playing these types of games getting back to the fight than I do actually playing the game. Which is frustrating. It's frustrating. People who play these games regularly, they have them all figured out. They're pretty intuitive when it comes to like they played these games so much that like they pretty much know, within like a few games how a map's gonna play out, where the spawn points are, the best items in the map, if there's items or anything like that loads, or like just a lot of the little nooks and crannies of the map. They've pretty much all got it figured out. They kind of know life this shit. Like versus somebody like me who like, and I'm going to pull this card because it's valid right now. I stayed up late last night to be able to get this stupid early access key. Like I could have just waited till tomorrow to play, but whatever. Right. But then it's like, I had to go to bed because I had to get up early, right? Because I had shit to do. And then after I was done with all that, I did play for like an hour and a half, and then I had to go to work. And then work basically takes like 12 hours out of my day. So by the time I get home and I actually get everything done and ready to go, it's like, oh, okay, well, guess what? Like you get to play for a couple hours and then it's bedtime time because you have work again in the morning. My days off just don't align with weekends and shit. And a lot of companies always seem to have all of these fucking events and like, just all this shit. It's like nobody does stuff on a Monday anymore. Everybody's like, let's do the Nintendo Direct on a, Thursday morning at like 7, it's like, what the fuck, man? Like I'm either sleeping or you're working, one of the two. It's like, it's never intuitive or convenient, like for these companies to be doing this kind of shit. Like, yeah, let's do early access and we'll launch it on a Thursday. It's like, what? Anyway, all that to say, like, I think the game is fun. Don't get me wrong. I do think that, like, and this is why I don't play games like this very often, there's way too much fucking sweatiness in the game. Like, there's just way too much. People are just so damn sweaty when it comes to these kind of games. They're too good. Like, I hate to say it. I really do. Because, like, I feel like there's always players for every kind of game where it's like, you have the player that they know what they're doing, or, well, obviously the players who don't know what they're doing, or are just there to troll. But, like, you have the players who would just want to jump in, have a little bit of fun, goof off, and get out. But then, like, there's that next tier player who is, like, the wannabe hardcore. They're the ones that get super tilted at, like, everything. And just, they like to act like they're big shots. And then there's the genuinely good people who, honestly, like, I don't even know why they play games anymore because they're too fucking good. The Shrouds of the world, where it's like, I'm sure there's probably a good reason why you're playing these games, but, like, you're so good that you make everybody else. Like, there's a drummer making the rounds on YouTube Shorts, and I'm sure TikTok and stuff too. Siberio or something like that. Like, the dude is amazing. Like, he's a damn good drummer. And, I'm not saying that he was magically born drumming, out of his mom's womb or something like that. But, like, he's obviously put the practice in. But, like, he's so good that he makes a lot of drummers just look kind of like amateur. Like, he's just that good. And, who knows? Like, if you put him in an actual band, would he really be good? Or is he gimmicky drummer? Like, it doesn't matter. Because, like, when you're watching him, it's obvious he's got the fucking talent. He's got the skills to pay the bills, right? Or whatever the phrase is. But, like, so yeah, you get these players, like, I'm sorry, but, I just spawned, man. I'm running to where the action is. And you're fucking shooting me from a shot with a shotgun that like, it just, what? Not to mention that, like, there's clearly some lag. The servers clearly aren't able to handle this action because, like, I know that I shot a few of those people pretty damn good. Like, that one guy towards the end there, I shot him in the head twice. And then somehow I was taken out by a dude who just kind of ran around the corner. you know, and to see that there's already hacks and cheating, I wouldn't be surprised if some of the deaths I had were from that. But some of them were just because I'm just not amazing at these games. But like, yeah, you know, and my keybind sucked. You know, I kept spamming the stabby button instead of, you know, the grenade button. That's because a lot of games don't have grenade on G; they have it on F. Because, you know, who the fuck is stabbing people with F? It's just, F is to pay respects. You don't pay respects with a knife. Snitches get stitches. But yeah, I mean, it's just, yeah. Will I be coming back to this game? I actually don't know. Certainly not going to stream it again, because, like, I don't feel like this is a good streaming game. Unless you're a fucking legend at this game, or you've built a reputation as, like, the Battlefield person. I feel like streaming this game isn't really, like, that good of a thing to do. You know, like, maybe, but for me personally, I don't think this is the kind of game that I want to be streaming. I just felt like doing it tonight because, I mean, it is an access to a pretty big deal. I feel like there is probably more work that could be done when it comes to, like, the classes. I feel like could use a little bit of tweaking. I feel like there's just so much that's not useful. Like, you have your main weapon, and, you know, your rifle or whatever, right? You have your handgun, which can come in handy occasionally. I mean, I never had time. And this is the thing, like, the time to kill. I don't really have time to be, like, whipping out guns and like, oh, the rifle didn't work, let's pull out the handgun and see if that's, like, I didn't have time for any of that. I died so fast that, like, it was basically just, you may as well just had insta-give mode, which, you know, is a reference to Unreal Tournament, where you had the one shot, one kill. You know, because that's honestly what it felt like 90% of the time. I didn't feel like my armor mattered. I didn't feel like my life mattered. There was a couple of times, but a lot of them were like environmental damage, or, you know, like, or like spread damage, where I would take some of the shot, but not all of the shot, which, okay, fine. I would sit there and let it recover for a minute, and then my health would be back. Great, cool, right? No problem. But, you know, I just felt like I didn't feel like I was necessarily in control of my life bar. I felt like it didn't matter if I had one. But then when it came to the classes and stuff, I just felt like there was a lot of things that I feel like are there, but you don't really get to do anything. Like, the engineer is a good example. Like, yes, you have your torch, but, like, you don't, like, I could repair the tank. There wasn't really a lot of other things I could have done on the map as an engineer. Like, I thought the repair stations were something that would be, you know, all around the map. They're not, but they're automatic to repair tanks, or any vehicles that go right past them, which was like, all right. You know, and then of course you're looking at, like, you know, like, well, what else could you do with the engineer? And it's like, I mean, not much. That I thought maybe you could, you know, help build some turrets or something, and, you know, or like, you know, they're like, put down some mines. Or get rid of mines or something. Like, I thought there'd be more to the class. You know, same with the medic. I mean, the medic, I think, had probably the more interesting toolkit with the shield. But I don't necessarily feel like the ability to give out the health was as intuitive. You know, to me at least. Like, I was fumbling a bit with the buttons. And that just could just because I haven't done it in a while, and it's muscle memory that you'd have to build up, etc., etc. But, like, it just felt like maybe, and that's the other thing too, is, like, I feel like there could have been more to do with the medic. I know you could drag stuff, you know, drag people. That was kind of interesting. Pull them out of danger and then revive them. The revival times were fairly generous. I did like that. Although nobody ever fucking bothered half the time. Like, you could see on there that it says, hey, there's 18 people around you who could revive you, and none of them are doing it. And it's like, the assault soldier guy, like, he's got berserker and I think flashbangs. There really wasn't much to him. You know, like, he seemingly died just as fast as anybody else does. And then the recon, like, there was a little bit of sniping you could do on the maps, but, like, unless the map was really good at long range type scenarios, like the knockout map or whatever. I mean, like, there just really wasn't a lot of room for that. It would have been interesting to see the recon role, class, whatever, be more like, I don't know, infiltrate-y, roguey, whatever you want to call it. You know, I'm not saying hero classes, but I just feel like the distinction between what these different classes do felt kind of archaic. Yeah, kind of archaic, I think would be the best way of putting it. It felt too old. You know, the class design just felt very stiff. And then, you know, the weapons are cool, customizable, blah, blah, blah. I would say the weapons are one of the best parts. The military realism felt real, if that makes sense. And the battlefields genuinely felt like battlefields. Like, I felt like I was going through a, you know, city that has been destroyed by warfare. You know, which was kind of nice, actually. It makes me very interested in the campaign for Battlefield 6. But I can't say that I'm as interested in the multiplayer right now. But to be honest, I mean, like, as much as I like Battlefield multiplayer, it's like what the old COD multiplayer, like, you know, Warfare 2 and stuff like that. Like, they were okay, and I played them for a little bit, and I would come back to them a lot because you know, at the time. But, like, I feel like I'm kind of growing out of these types of games. You know, I was all on board the Smite train for a long time. But Smite 2, it's not that it's not better, because it is, and they needed to upgrade to Unreal Engine, but, like, I think, what, 5 they're on now? Because 3, I mean, nobody programs for 3 anymore. So to even just maintaining Smite 1 is a logistical nightmare. But, like, it's Smite, right? Like, when you're watching Smite 2, you can see that they've made changes to some of the god skills, and they've made changes to some, like, the items and things like that, but, like, it's Smite. Like, there's really nothing else that, like, is Smite, but at the same time, it's Smite. It doesn't stand out. It doesn't really do anything differently than Smite 1. It's just that they really needed to get everything migrated over to Unreal Engine 5, so they slapped the 2 on the game, and, you know, I mean, it's working. Like, Smite's gonna be around, but, like, Hi-Rez did no favors to Smite, really. But that's another thing, you know, entirely. But so, like, yeah, I can see diving into Battlefield for, like, you know, an hour to a week to goof off, play in the big battle modes, and then just jump out, you know. So I don't think it's worth $70 to me, but yeah, you know, I got a friend at work who's absolutely fucking hyped about this game, but he's a gun nut, so take that with a grain of salt. But yeah, it is what it is. I think for the future streams, though, speaking of what we're gonna get back to, so Donkey Kong Bonanza absolutely needs to be finished off. Why I haven't done it yet? Shit's happening, man. I have so much stuff happening in my personal life. It's I didn't want, like, it's weird saying this. I came back to streaming, but, like, I took a few months off again earlier this year. You know, I didn't want to, but, like I said, there's just been so much stuff this year. This year is honestly, I thought it would be better, but damn, it has not been good. It has not been a good year. It's okay. Like, I'm fine. But yeah, but I'm not fine. Like, there's just so much stuff happening that, like, it's frustrating. Like, I don't have the resources that I need to get the things done that I want, and part of those wants have to do with I just can't really talk about it, but, like, it's nothing terrible. There's no, like, you know, drug crime ring happening or something like that I'm involved in. Nothing weird like that. This is just your standard, you know, life events happening type of thing. But the plan was really just to kind of get back into streaming again. I mean, you know, I haven't really been able to like create a formal schedule, and it sucks. It really sucks because it's hampered the growth of my stream. Like, it's funny because when you look at like Stream Tracker or Twitch Tracker or whatever, and stream charts and all that, like, you can pretty clearly see when I've taken a break and when I've come back, because it's like this like spiked plateau kind of, where like every time I come back there's a plateau of new viewers, and then, you know, but it spikes from the previous one, so it's like it almost looks like a steps. You know, is my growth. You know, and I still haven't beaten my max viewers, which was 28 back in February of 2023. So yay, goals. You know, I'm still averaging, you know, just a couple of people a stream. Which, by the way, I know you took off, but thanks for swinging by, Dark Nova VT. I appreciate it. I'm sorry I didn't like talk too much. It's just so focused on the game. Like I said, not really a good streaming game because you don't get to focus on the most important thing of your stream, which is your audience. You know, unless you're one of those crazy people who can multitask and kill 6 people at the same time. In which case, I envy you. Just don't come near me because you're terrifying. But yeah, so I want to actually stream more and longer, but it's not easy. And it feels like lately any opportunity I have to do that kind of a thing is not happening. So when things do clear up, I have plans. I have plans within plans. But I have a challenge that I'm going to be doing at some point when I feel ready to start this. So to kind of push myself to, you know, it's not a challenge for you guys, it's a challenge for me to kind of push myself to stream a little bit more regularly, you know, and be able to, you know, find a way to make some good content out of that. I am going to be doing like a horror month-ish kind of thing, starting soon. You know, so probably maybe not this month, we'll see, but you know, with all the games that are always coming out, it's hard to keep up, and I have such a backlog too to pick from games. So yeah, I think I've mentioned this a few times, but I'll just kind of clear it up here. So Donkey Kong Bonanza needs to be beaten. So we're going to be doing that. That's what we're going to focus on. I wanted to actually knock it out on Monday, just like with one really long stream, but it didn't happen. That said, I mean, like, I don't know how much of the game is left. It never seemed like a super long game. Most people, when they streamed it, they kind of blew through the game in like a stream, maybe 2. So, but then again, I mean, those are people who can afford to stream for 8+ hours a day. That's not going to be me. So, but we'll try and find time to just knock it out and be done with it, because I'd like to move on to other games. You know, but yeah, we'll do what we can. But the current plan is to finish up Donkey Kong and then move on to some horror games. You know, and then kind of peppered in with some other new releases or just fun stuff. You know, if Metroid Prime 4 comes out this year, we're absolutely playing it. You know, but yeah, like I said, it's going to be stuff like that. So, you know, some horror focus back in the stream again. But yeah, with like a little bit of tempering. Trying to think what else besides this yawn. I apologize. Sorry. Everybody who just hears that, it's like, oh, you son of a gun, I'm gonna start yawning now. No. Yeah. Joe Mama So Hot followed you 46 minutes ago. You know what? Joe Mama So Hot, you deserved a standing ovation. Yep. I have been officially endorsed by Joe Mama So Hot. Anyway, you know, not that one. One day I will learn these button labels, damn it. But anyways, yeah, so once again, a relatively short stream. Unfortunately, I have to work, you know, so, but yeah. Oh, God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's definitely a time for me to go to bed. All the rights. I'm also, well, that's the other thing too, is like, I'm still working on the stream. There's a bunch of stuff that I need to get done. You know, and time and resources is, you know, time and money. It's really the two big issues. You know, if I had the money, then I wouldn't need it. I would have more time, but I have to spend the time to make the money. You can see the quandary. You can see the quandary. You can see the problem here. Yeah. So currently for the stream, I was not expecting emotes to become unlocked. That kind of changes things a little bit because, you know, who wouldn't want some custom emotes? That said, it's a low priority compared to the other things I want to do with the stream. And of course, all of these things cost time and money. But I've been browsing VGen. I have found several artists that I have kind of went, okay, this could be a thing. This could work. So hopefully, I'll be able to get something commissioned. If not now, within like, you know, a month or so. And then of course the turnaround, we'll see how that works out. What are we listening to? Oh, Secret of Monkey Island. I knew it sounded familiar. I have it on the screen. I bet you that was on the screen the entire time I was playing Battlefield. And I didn't even change the Twitch category until Dark Nova came in and told me. You know what? Just kill me now. Just kill me now. Yeah. Alright, so to finish my train of thought that goes in every direction but the right one. Donkey Kong Bonanza is going to be the next stream. When the next stream is, it'll be either tomorrow or the next day, depending on how things work out. Worst case scenario, we're looking at like Monday. You know, and like I said, you know, Monday's one of my days off. I might actually just try and buckle down and just stream it all the way through. So it might be a really long stream Monday, I hope, but I'm not making any promises. Other than that, like I said, you know, moving on to horror stuff. And then as far as like the state of the stream, yeah, it's just going to take some more time. You know, this is it's a really crappy time for me. There's certain, like, I think everybody has this issue where like there's certain times of the year where all of a sudden it seems like every bill is due all at once. You know, that's one of my issues this month, is that like everything seems due now. You know, and like it's not like I can't handle this kind of a thing. But of course, you know, like, yeah, who do you prioritize? So, you know, you can only pay so much at any given time. So that's kind of where I'm at. So everything's okay, but money's a little tight. And unfortunately, you know, if you want like illustrations done for your stream, you know, like it's easily going to be like $100 or more. You know, some of them get pretty damn expensive, you know, very quickly. Even just looking at like Iron Mouse just had another model debut. It's a nice model. I like it. The Stinger animation is amazing. I looked into that guy. He does some really good work. Expensive work, but good work. And that was kind of the running theme with all of her stuff, was like, these were all people that they do good work, but they charge you for it, like a lot. And it's, your brain's like, okay, I could spend $300 on a PlayStation, right? But would I spend $300 on a drawing? That's where it gets kind of weird. Because, like, yeah, I mean, kinda. It depends on what you're using it for. Obviously, if you want branding and you want like something unique and stands out, yeah, of course, commission your artist, please. But if it doesn't really bother you that much, I mean, there are ways around it. You could just not have a lot of art assets. Some streamers do that. But yeah, I feel like there's kind of a point with this where you do need like to kind of create your own branding. So I might commission some of it. I might go alone for some of it. Sorry, I'm rubbing my eye. Probably looks really weird. There we go. I might bust out my tablet and we'll do some art streams. That might be kind of fun, actually. But I have to fix up my tablet, so more money, yay. I did do a testing. I have an HDMI to USB thing, so I did test to see if OBS would actually pick up the screen from the tablet, and yeah, it does. So streaming won't be an issue with the tablet, which is nice. But yeah, I need some stuff to do art on it. So once that's done and ready to go, though, yeah, it'll be fun to do some art streams. Yeah, I think that's kind of all I've really got for updates and stuff now. So, all right, let's kick this popsicle stand. Get the heck out of here. And have a nice drink of coffee while I'm at it. So thanks everybody for coming out today. I really appreciate it. I know that Battlefield 6 is the most exciting game to watch or stream. And I'm still getting used to setting up 2 streams at once. Which definitely is a little weird. I'm used to just firing up Twitch and being done with it. This YouTube angle is kind of, yeah, it's not bad, but it's definitely different. But it does look like it worked without a hitch. Didn't seem to have any issues with it, and it streamed to 1440. So pretty nice. So Twitch VOD watchers, yeah, you're eating pretty good. Now I did notice that there was definitely a hit to the performance of the V2 model. Definitely a bit more laggy, but it wasn't like unmanageable. And I feel like train of thought. It doesn't matter. I don't even remember. It's gone. I'm tired. I'm out, guys. I gotta shut the hell up. It's that awkward moment where you don't really know how to end things. So you know what you do in those situations? You end things. Bye, guys. I will see you tomorrow. If I don't see you tomorrow, I'll see you the next day. If I don't see you the next day. Anyways, you get the joke. But yeah. So thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.